So before we begin today's video, I'd like to go ahead and announce that I have created a new TikTok account. There, you'll be seeing some sneak peek previews of both my vlogging and gaming videos, as well as a few other content that I might post about my normal life. So, the link to that channel will be in the description, and let's get on with today's video. 2019. We go with my best friend Christopher to one of my all-time favorite places, Six Flags Magic Mountain. Then, not too long after, we go to Orlando, Florida to visit the two most iconic parks in the city, Universal Studios Orlando and Disney World. However, little did we know is that soon after, we realized that after those two parks, we won't be going to any parks for the rest of 2020, as there was a new discovered virus that came out somewhere, and therefore, we had to stay home and not go to any parks for the rest of that year. 2021. Things finally made a turnaround, and now we can finally go back to our favorite parks in California. So, what's the first park that we went to? Six Flags Magic Mountain. April 7th, 2021. Finally, after one entire year of waiting for theme parks to reopen, we finally go back to the first time that we've ever been to a theme park. More specifically, Six Flags Magic Mountain. So, as for the first visit, I decided to go ahead and record what it's like to be under the pandemic in a theme park in California. Much like the ones that are currently open, like the ones in Florida, Ohio, or most other states, this is what I found. And by the way, just to reduce the risk of not losing or breaking my camera on the rides, I decided to go ahead and record with the phone instead. So I apologize for the low quality and shaky footage. Yes, the first time I've ever been to this park in such a long time. Feels great to be back. And so, what ride are we doing first? Well, it turns out we have to head all the way back to the backside of the park just to ride Coast Racers.
So until next time, I'm Ryan, signing out.
So we just went on a West Coast Racers and the Apocalypse, and it felt good to be back on those rides. Like, West Coast, and those are just as how I remember. Well, West Coast Racers at least. Apocalypse was a little bit rougher, which it was alright. But if you're asking about how they manage social distancing here, I'd say they're doing it pretty well. They say they put these markings on the line, on the queues, to enforce social distancing. They say, hey, if they take off their mask off on the middle of the rides, they're gonna stop the ride. Which, I mean, it's a sign that they enforce it pretty well. Just rode Gold Rusher, which was already a pretty good ride in itself. Only for us to come out of the ride and just see this goose vibing in the middle of the pavement. After getting on the Revolution, which I thought was a good ride, let's just go ahead and try to get a little bit of footage for a little bit. Every time I come to this area, Daffy's Adventure Tours is always close, as you can see right here. As close as you can see right here. Never in my life have I seen this thing not Great. Rather eerie inside here. Same thing here to what's happening to Daffy's Adventure Tours for some reason. It's always been closed like that, and I could probably see they're even dismantling it. And compared to its neighbor, Canyon Blaster. And I guess if you are gonna ask me my favorite ride here in the kids area, I guess you could say Roadrunner Express. And this, well, if you're a fan of theme park rides like I do, you probably know the channel Theme Park Crazy. And this is ranked #1 on the most bizarre most bizarre rides. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. All because you're literally locking up kids inside those cages over there. So after doing what we did today, I kind of felt like there was nothing else left to do, since one, it's hot and out here, and two, it's long lines and that's not really going to help. So you figure we may as well just go. And there you have it. This was the first time of going back to Magic Mountain in a while since 2019. And while the pandemic may still be on, you're still able to get reservations for the park for you to come at any time. However, with the recent reopenings of other parks within the LA area like Universal Hollywood and Disneyland, things may seem pretty future for the parks. So, you should definitely get your reservations while you can if you want to experience a park during the pandemic. Anyways, thank you for watching, and goodbye.